thank you for being here. Members, guests, whoever are here, we appreciate your support. BAOA is an organization, it's an association for all of you. We're trying our level best to make a small difference, and we are extremely thankful to the people who support us. We have about 65 members today, hopefully increasing every day. And we have Beechcraft supporting us with the table sponsors, Reliance Commercial Dealers and Dassault. I would now like to invite Mr. Ted Farid from Beechcraft to come and say a few words. I think everybody knows Ted. You know, he's probably as old as general aviation. And Ted is the Vice President for International Sales Asia Pacific for Beechcraft, and we are extremely happy to have him here amongst us. Over to you, Ted.
Thank you, Rohit. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a pleasure to be here. As I look around the room, compared to last year or something, there's a lot more people, so really nice to see that BAOA is slowly growing. I'd just like to share with you some of my personal experiences. Number one, you know, Beechcraft is proud to be a member, and I know along with us there are several OEM members as members of BAOA. What we are looking for is to encourage greater membership from the operators in India. Okay. Can you hear me? Okay. All right, I'm going to hold the mic a little closer, maybe you can hear me better. Thank you. Anyway, I would like to encourage more people from the operator side to participate in this organization. And I'd like to give you a couple examples. If you look at what's happening in India, particularly during the last decade, significant growth in aviation. New airports, airlines have expanded significantly, a lot more aircraft coming in for business use. The challenge, however, is that while there's a lot of aircraft for business purposes, there's a lot of constraints and rules, regulations that do not allow these operators to operate airplanes like they would in, say, in the US, in Europe, and other places, where if you have a private airplane, you can have the luxury to go where you want to go and you know, fly when you want to fly. The challenge that we see from some of the various rules and regulations that are implemented by the Ministry of Civil Aviation through the DGCA is that they have not fully recognized the difference between civil aviation, the airliners, and where we are in the marketplace with our business and general aviation aircraft. So as an example, you may have heard, some of you, that recently DGCA imposed a new regulation that all aircraft shall have a flight data recorder, and including aircraft that are already in India, and if the aircraft is below 5,700 kilograms, they also require a flight data recorder. So when we, as the OEM, we had a challenge, and it had to be installed almost immediately by the end of last year. And we have several of our customers that own the Beechcraft C90, and we did not have a solution for them. A flight data recorder is not a safety of flight item, it's a convenience item for investigation of an accident. So anyway, we put together a white paper, we submitted it to the DGCA's office, and guess what? They said, gentlemen, thank you very much. We don't accept this coming from the OEM. We would much rather that you submit your requirements or you desire through BAOA. Okay? So to me, that was a very good sign that finally, within the DGCA, they are listening to our voice, but they want to have it go through one entity, which is the Business Aircraft Operator Association. About 3 weeks ago, I happened to be in Delhi, and Rohit invited me to a meeting with the new Director General of Civil Aviation, Dr. Pravat Kumar, excuse me. And I have been involved in all the activities in India for a long time through our U.S. entity, through NBAA, General Aviation Manufacturers Association, trying to promote our cause. And it was interesting. Dr. Kumar had invited a lot of the operators to come and meet with him. And he started the meeting with his concern about the downgrade of the DGCA by the FAA. He had a slide presentation where he showed various things that were identified by the FAA with maintenance, lack of proper paperwork and all that. And he pretty much told the audience that, this has to improve and we have to do a better job overall within the DGCA and the aviation sector here. Then he opened up the floor for comments. And there were a lot of few operators that were there in the meeting, and it was started to discuss some of the issues that concern our industry. And what pleased me was that Dr. Kumar was very receptive to all that. His comments was, gentlemen, this is it's a nice venue. What we should do is we should meet more frequently. I'd like to listen to you, make a list of all the items that you feel we need to address. Let's establish some priorities. He said to allow me to take care of something that are easy to handle. In other words, provide some elements that are low-hanging fruit we can get resolved quickly, others will take some time. So, all this, it goes to show us that we now, from the Civil Aviation, Ministry of Civil Aviation side, DGCA's office, they want to, number one, they're gaining recognition of business in general aviation, and number two, they recognize that one way to communicate and get the feedback is through BAOA. So I would encourage that from the 65 members we have today, about 15 of which are OEMs, that hopefully we continue to develop and grow this organization and have a lot more, so we have a proper voice within the country and we can further grow and develop business and corporate aviation. So again, thank you very much for coming. I appreciate it, and we are proud to be a member, and we will encourage all our new customers to also consider joining BAOA. Thank you.
Thank you, Ted, and thank you for your support. Before we start the fun evening and maybe some songs and music, I think I'd like to just take a little time to acknowledge some of the people who work behind the scenes in BAOA. Some people who are not right up there. And I'd like to just call them up on stage and thank them for all the support over the last 3 years. Members of the governing board, I'd first like to call Rupali, the Vice President. Rupali Mehra is from Jindal Steel and Power. She's a great support to us. She's just about 48 hours old as the Vice President of BAOA, but probably a few years old as far as her support has been concerned. Group Captain Bali, he's the man actually who made this evening happen. He's the secretary, and all of you know him, and without him, really the association would be nowhere. Honestly, I cannot remember all the 11 members of the governing board, but they're all right here. I see Colonel Sethi, I see Air Commodore Kakar. Please come up, please come up, please come up. Please come up, just let people recognize you. Sudhir Naik, is Sudhir here? Sanjay Chulka, Jayant Nadkarni, please come up. Anybody else here from the governing board who I'm not being able to name at the moment? Mr. Harshvardhan, the man who has the money, who's going to sign the check tonight. The treasurer, where is he? Mr. Harsh, please come up. Please definitely come up. Bhupesh, please, the managing director. You're waiting for me to call your name. Come on. Sorry, anybody I'm missing out? Sudhir Naik, please come. Jayant is here. Please come on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I would request you to give a big round of applause for all these people. They work behind the scenes You know, it's all voluntary work. Nobody gets compensated for what work they do. But we are here just because of all these people on the stage. Thank you, each and every one of you. Thank you so much.